Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the New York Times Medium Sudoku. This is Tuesday, September 5, 2023. So what I normally do is I put the grid from this into another puzzle solver, and then we get going. Okay, now they actually gave me 3 nines here. How generous of them. Let's see, but 3, 4, 6, 9, 7, 3, 8, 1. Okay, I have threes. This 3, and that 3 will combine. One of these has to be a 3. And then 4, 5, 1, 7, 2, 6, 3 on the right third. I can't do anything there. But I can place a 1 in one of these two. That's all I get for the middle third. The left third, yes. I can't believe they gave me 3 nines. But let's see. Okay, 5. Yeah, if you're looking at these 5s, one of these is a 5 in the central box. Let's see. 2. That's a 2, and that's a 2, and that's a 2, which means one of these is a 2. I think they made a challenging grid because 2, 5, 8, 11, I'm counting digits, 14, 17, 20, yeah, 24, but they're all over the place. You don't even get 5 digits in anything. And you have to be very clever to figure out candidates for a lot of stuff. In fact, can I put anything else? That might be all I get. 3, 6, 9, 2, 8, 5, 7. Yeah, I literally only get more than one of the 9. I get all 3 of the 9s. In the middle third of the grid, I've placed my 1s. That's all I can do. Because I have 7, 3, 8, 6, 4, 2 is the other digits. The right third, I've already gone through it. The bottom third, I can only place a 2. The middle third, I can place a 5. And the top third, I can only place a 3. So, yeah, I've done all I can there. Okay, so I have to look at what things do I have 4 digits in, because that's about all the best I can do. So, 2, 3, 5, 9 are out. So we're starting with 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. Now, this one, to fill out columns 3, this one thankfully can't be 1, 8, or 6 by box. That's only 4 or 7. This one is not 1 or 8. That's not 6. That's not 1. That could be just about anything. Let's see, the other thing that strikes me is row 3, and particularly these 2 cells, which have a lot of things looking at them. And possibly that one too. But 1, 3, 8 are out. So that leaves a lot of other candidates. 7, 9 are out from this one, along with 6. This one, 6 and 9 are out, but 2, 4, 5, 7 are still in. This one, 2 is out, but in 7, but nothing else. This one, and 4 because it's in the box. This one, 5 and 6 by column and 4 by box. This one, 4 by box, but that's it. That's going to get ugly very fast. Let's see. Can't be 6, right? Well, at least I've managed to put 6 in one of these two. Well, it took me filling out a lot more of the grid than I was comfortable with to do it. Now that means this 6 and these, along with that 6, will force one of these two to be a 6. Well, actually, wait a minute. These can't be 4 because they're all givens. These can't be 4. 4 has to be here. Where does 4 go in box 2? It can't go here. And it can't go here. The only place for that, there's my first digit. This took a long while for me to figure out, but like, where does 4 go? It can't go anywhere else. Now, that means that one of these down here is definitely a 4, but I don't know which one I can eliminate, so I can't put them in corner cells just yet. Now, 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, that gives me my first area with 5 digits in it. What I need is 2, 5, 6, and 9 to fill out the rest of box 2, and I know neither of these are 6. This one also can't be 9. This one can be anything, but that one's not 2. Let's see, I've got 4, 6, 7, 9. Because I need 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 to fill out the rest of row 2. Now, this is not 8. Or 3. 1, 2, 5 is still possible. This one I just did. This one, take out 1 and 2. This one, take out 5. This one, take out 3. Okay, 8's definitely here. And since this box already has an 8, 8's here, 8's here, 8 in row 1 has to be one of these two, but it can't go here because that's 8, so that I know is an 8. Okay, now this cell is, I think, quite restricted because it cannot be 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, or 9. This is also 1, 2, or 5, I think. Oops. Yeah, this is 1, 2, or 5. Because it can't be 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So that has now forced one of these to be a 1. Well, actually, let's see. 7's in one of these two, and that forces a 7 in the top of box 3, but not here, so I know that's a 7. 1 here, and actually, yeah, that can't be 1, that can't be 1. 1's definitely here, and I've got 2 1's in that box 7, so 1 is definitely here. That means 1 in box 4 definitely has to be in the middle, and this 9 plus that 1 force it in one of these two. Now, 7 here tells me these are not 7. I still have 9. Way too many possibilities for that. Now this is interesting because this can't be a 1. Yeah, none of these can be a 1. That can't be 1. 1 is definitely in one of these two. 1 here, 1 here. That forces this to be a 1 because I can only put 1 in one of 2 spaces in row 2, which means that's not 1, and therefore that is 1 by my markings. So that's not 1. I now have a 2-5 pair in row 2, and that takes out this from being a 2. Whoops. That takes out that from being a 2, that from being 2 or 5, that from being 5. Let's see, 1, 3, 4, 7, 8 across the top of row 1. I need 2, 5, 6, and 9 to fill out the rest of row 1, but this can only be 5, 6, or 9. That can't be 2, so what does that help me with? Not much. Now, do I have any other things with a lot of digits in it? Not really. I hate randomly filling out the whole grid. And it was suggested I not do that, but... Okay, what other things can I easily place? Not much. This 4 and this 4 tell me there's a 4 in the bottom, but I knew that already. 3 I've already placed. A corner 1 and a corner 3 kind of tells me that's not 8. Well, actually, I might actually be able to go from there. Yeah, this is either 1 or 3. This can't be 8. So that means 8's in one of these two. 8 is either here or here. So this is going to end up as 1 or 3. 3 or 8 and 1 or 8. I may as well get rid of the corner markings at that point because those don't do me any good. Now, 2's definitely not here. 2's definitely in one of these two cells. So, 2 is definitely in one of these two. That means it can't be anywhere else in row 3, so none of these are 2. But I don't think I know anything else about 2's just from that placement. At least not yet. I mean, this is 2 or 6, and this can't be 5 or 9. So that makes 5 in one of these two. And 5 in one of these two, along with this 5, will theoretically put a 5 in one of these two. Let's see. What do I do next? I love how I've got a 2, 5 here and a 4, 5 there. Let's see. I've got 1, 3, 4, 6, so I need 2, 5, 7, 8, 9 to fill out the rest. Now, this is column 4. Now, this can't be 8 or 9, but it still could be 2 or 7. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. Well, this would be 5, 8, or 9 because it can't be 2 or 7. 2 by two different ways. This one can't be 2, but could be anything else. Okay, this is not 8. And neither of these are 8. So I forced an 8 into one of these two cells. And it doesn't help now. It's on the left in box 8. It's in the middle, which rules out that. And now it can't be here. So an 8 has to be in one of these two for box 5. Which again doesn't help me with a whole lot. Let's see. 1789 says I need 2 through 6 inclusive for the rest of column 1. Now, 2, 5, 6 are out. So this is just, that's down to 3 or 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it can't be 4 or 5. This one isn't 3, but could be anything else. Okay, so I've now put 3 into one of these two. It's on the right here. It's on the left here. It has to be in the middle for box 7. So 3's in one of these two. Let's see. 6, 8, and 9 are already in column 2. I need 1, 4, and I need 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 to fill out the rest of column 2. This one cannot be 2 or 5, so this is 1, 3, or 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. We'll get rid of 5 and 7, so this is 1, 2, or 3. And then take 2 out. It sees 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. And 2. This is only 1 or 3, but this one can't be 6, 8, or 9. By column, which is what I was looking at first. So it's 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 7. Then take out 2 and 7. So 1, 3, 4, 5. This one can't be 1 or 2. So 3, 4, 5, 7. This one isn't 3, but could be anything else. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. Okay, what do I know about it? Well, let's see. We've ruled out this from being a 2 by these two. That can't be 2, that can't be 2, that can't be 2, and that can't be 2. That is a 2. No, this is not 2. That doesn't help me much with a whole lot of else, does it? Yeah, this is not going to be one of my prettier solves today for this medium. Yeah, I still have too many possibilities across too many boxes for all of the other digits here. Let's see. I've got 3 in one of these two. I think I put 6 down in one of these two. Yeah, actually. Yeah. No, that's not right, because this could still be 6. As can that. I still have too many possibilities, even in column 3. If I knew definitively that 6 was in one of these two, then with that 6, I'd be able to put a 6 here, but I can't do that yet. But as my work shift is about to start, I need to put this on pause for a moment, and I'll be back later. Maybe I'll get some insights while I'm at work or something, and my brain can continue to work this out. But bye for now, and through the magic of editing, you'll see that I'll be back in no time. Hi everyone, welcome to the New York Times Medium Sudoku. This is Tuesday, September 5, 2023. I place a 2 here right off the bat. This 2, and this one. They gave me 3 9s. The right third of the grid, I've only got one of 1 through 7 inclusive. 1 has to be in one of these two. This one, and that one looking into it. 5 has to be in one of these two. These 5s looking at these two. 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 2, 8, 5, 7. Oh, I'm not going to get anything from the left third because the only thing I have. No. Ignore that for a moment. Anyway, this 3 and this 3 will force one of these to be a 3. 4, 6, 9, 7, 8, 1 in the top third, so that's all I get from the top third. The middle third, if I get rid of the 5s, I have 2, 6, 8, 9, 1, 4, 7, so I get no help there. Wow. This is a very poor start when it comes to placing digits. Yeah, I hate filling candidates out this early, but I don't know that I have a choice here. 2, 3, 5, and 9 are out. In column 3, I'm left with 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. This can't be 1 or 8. This can't be 1 or 8 either. Oh, that's not 6. No, that's not 6. It's not 1 or 7. Oh, that can't be 7. That can't be 7. Seven rules these out. This could be 7. That 7 rules that out, so 7 ends up in one of these two. I don't like these offsets. 7, that's right. 4, 8, that's right. 4, 6, 8, that's right. Three, 8. There has to be a more efficient way to do this than filling out the entire grid. It rules these out. This 8 rules this out. Oh, I know that's an 8, and that's my first digit. Not that it helps me a whole lot. One of these is an 8. but we knew that already. Let's see. 6, 7, 9 in row 2. And these were 3. 6, 7, 9 in row 2. Says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Fill out the rest. This can't be 3 or 8. This can't be 3 or 4 or 1 or 8. This is not 1 or 2 or 3 or 8. Yeah. I attempted to solve this previously and I had this down as a 4 or 5. So that was my first mistake. This one isn't 1 or 2 or 4. Remember, 4's in the box. This one isn't 5 or 4, but 1, 2, 3, and 8 still look possible. That one's not 3 or 4, but 1, 2, 5 or 8. Very much look possible. Now, I'm going to look at the rest of box 2. 1, 3, 7, and 8 are filled in. 2, 4, 5, 6, 9 left. That's not 4 or 6. This could be anything except 4. This could be anything except 2 or 4. Okay, this can't be 6. These are not 6, so I've got 6 in one of these two. We'll force 6 in one of these two in box 3. Well, that's a weird scenario, right? This can't be 4 because of that. These can't be 4, so that's a 4. Okay, that has the advantage of telling you that's not 4. Let's see. 3, 6, 8, 9. Because I need 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 for the rest of box 1. This isn't 7 or 1. 2, 4, 5 is possible. This one gets rid of 1, but so far nothing else. Although I've rolled 7 into one of these two. That can't be 7, or that, or that. And this couldn't have been a 7 anyway. 7 in one of these two, with that 7, will force one of these to be a 7, but not here, so that's a 7. And that 7, and that 7 should force a 7 right here. For box 9. This one cannot be 3, 4, 7, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, or 9. This is 1, 2, or 4. See, we already knew these were 1. We already knew one of these two had to be a 1. Well, I can't say definitively that these are the only two spots for 4 in either column 1, or, well, I can't say. Not necessarily. I don't know where the 4s are down here yet, so I can't make any judgments about that. But I want to start filling out the rest of the grid. We'll try column 7. Next, 1, 2, 7 are out. And a lot of other digits now. This one gets rid of 3, 4, and 8, looking at the row. That one is 3, 5, or 8. This one also gets rid of 3 or 8. Interesting. Oh, and again, it can't be 4. It's in the box already. This one can't be 5 by box. 6 by row, but 3, 4, 8, or 9 are still very much possible. This one, neither of these are 3. In addition, that one's not 9. Okay, well, actually, that does help. Maybe it doesn't. That can still be 4. Oofta. If I knew that wasn't 4, then that would force a 4 into one of these two. Which would force this to be a 4, but I can't make that claim yet. But I do know these aren't 6. So these aren't 6. That's not 6. Well, that's interesting. I already said a 6 was in one of these two spots. This can't. These are definitively not 6 by Gibbons. This isn't 6 by Gibbon either. So either that's 6, this can't be 6, or that's 6. Now, if that's 6 or that's 6, this is definitely not 6. So this 6 and this 6 now force one of these two to be a 6. In box 9, I think. Is there anything else I can place? Not really. Well, maybe I can. This isn't 1. That's not 1. That's not 1. So that has to be a 1 by Gibbon. And by elimination. So that's not 1. I now have a 2, 5 across here. Looking at this, which can't be 2 or 5. This can't be 2. That can't be 5. Hmm. 1, 7, 8, or 9 in column 1 says I need 2 through 6 inclusive to fill out the rest. That can't be 2, 5, or 6. That can't be 2 or 5. That's not 3. Three. Okay, one of these has to be 3. So one of these has to be 3. Back from a dinner break. This will require some editing later. I had a 2-5 in row 2, and everything else looks good. And 2-5-6-9 in row 1, which I hadn't really figured out much beyond that yet. I was sitting on 4-5-8-9 in column 7, but all 4 of those digits cross boxes and rows. So I can't really eliminate anything there either. I've just gotta start filling in the rest of the grid. 2, 3, 6, and 7 in box 9. So I need 1, 4, 5, 8, and 9. Fill that box out. This one, 1, 4, 8, or 9. I can only eliminate 5. This one eliminates 1, 5, and 9, so that's 4 or 8. Explicitly. This cell, out of 1, 4, 5, 8, 9, only gets rid of 4. Yep, that's all I get there. Okay, hopefully row 4 will give me something else. 2, 5, and 6 are in already. This one can't be 8 or 9, but it's in the box already. But 1, 3, 4, or 7 is still possible. This one is not 4, 7, or 8, but could be 1, 3, or 9. This one can't be 4 or 1. But 3, 7, 8, 9 are still likely. This one isn't 1 or 7. This one also isn't 1 or 7 or 4 or 3. So that one's down to 8 or 9 explicitly. 'Really do much else beyond that. 1, 5, and 7 there. Lost already. These can't be 8 or 9. That's not 6. That's not 4 or 3. That's not 6. 2, 3, 4, 8. No, that can't be 4. Not 3 or 4. But 2, 6, 8, 9 is still possible, I think. Well, that's a weird. No, there's still 3 possibilities for 3. Let's see. Row 5 has 1, 8, 9 already there. You need 2 through 7 inclusive. This can't be 6. In fact, none of these can be 6. And none of these can be 4. That's not 3. That's not 7. That's not 2. Well, that's not really helpful. Wait a minute. Okay, I had the same problem I did the last time I tried to attempt this. How did I come up with a 5 in these two? I don't know if that's accurate. Because I can't eliminate 5 from here either. See, this could be 2, but that definitely is not 2. Now, these 4, 5, 7 are already in. That's 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, or 9. But that's not 6, and that's not 6. Okay, this one could be anything. That one's not 1 or 2. Let's see, this can't be 8, this can't be 8. These could still be 8, so I can't, because these could still be 8, and these 3 could still be 8. I can't eliminate, and therefore I can't put 8s in corners just yet. Let's see. In row 8, I have 1, 2, 7, 9 already placed. That leaves 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. This isn't 6 or 8. This isn't 2, 3, or 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Well, eliminate 8 from there. Well, that's irritating. The 3, 4, 5, 6 is there, and I can't do anything with it. No, but that's not 4. I've seen that already. 4, 5, 7. 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, except this one can't be 6, 8, or 9, or 2. No, that's annoying, because that's 1 or 3. Let's see, we put 1 in one of these two, but that doesn't help. All we've done is create an X-wing on 1s, is they're either going to be these two or these two. Now, again, I want to prove to myself that this can't be 3 or 4. I'm not sure if my corner markings are correct. Now, down here, this cell cannot be 2, 6, 7, 8, or 9 by what's already been placed. So this is 1, 3, 4, or 5. This one cannot be 3, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this is 1, 2, 4, or 5. well, that can't be 8. And these can't be 8. Okay, so 8 is forced in one of these two. This 8 rules these out. This 8 rules these out. So 8's forced in one of these two, and that with this one means an 8 is forced in one of these two. And down in box 8. Well, means an 8's going to be there, so pretty sure that means this can't be an 8. Because I've got one of two plates. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, this can't be 1, this can't be 1, that can't be 1. So one of these is a 1. So that's not 1 by definition, and that's not 1 by definition either. Excuse me. 2, 6, 7 by the row. 7. Says 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. This can't be 3 or 4. Or 1. But 5, 8, or 9 is very much still possible. This one, again, can't be 1. It can't be 8. But 3, 4, 5, and 9 is still very much likely. This one isn't 1 or 4. But as you guessed it, 3, 5, 8, or 9 are very much still likely. Let's see, these cells are not 1, 3, 4, 7, or 8. So these are from 2, 5, 6, and 9 before I start eliminating candidates. That's not 5 or 6. And that one, unfortunately, can be anything still. Now let's see. None of these are 6. 6 has to be here. Okay, how can this be a 6? No, the 6 is up here, so this can't be 6. Okay, I've got 2 in one of these. This can't be a 2 by this one, and these can't be a 2, and that's not 2, and that's not 2 because of a 2, 5. So what that means is these 2's, well, one of these is definitely a 2, but I knew that already. As soon as I sort out this 2, 5 pair, I know pretty much the rest of box 2, I think. Now, these are the only 3, these are the 3 cells I haven't filled yet. These are not 1 and 2, or 3, actually. You know, they can't be 1 and 2 by box or 3 by row. So 4 through 9 are open, and this one gets rid of 4 and 6. This one gets rid of 8 and 7. This one gets rid of 4. Okay, so I put a 4 in one of these, but just like there's a 4 in one of these. And that could still be a 4. That's irritating. See, a 6 in one of these two, with this 6, still jives with one of these two being a 6. 9 has way too many options. I've got 4 in a weird offset position. Okay, wait a minute. These are not 3. And this isn't 3. One of these must be a 3, so this can't be a 3. If my markings are right, that's forced to be a 1. This now is not 1 or 3. Let's see, I've got 6 in one of these two. It means this isn't 4. Okay, that forces 4 in one of these two. Oh, this can't be 1. That doesn't tell us anything I don't already know, unfortunately. Let's see. This is definitely not 4, I think. Well, that could still be 4, because this wasn't 4. 6 is in one of these two. 7 is in one of these two. So this has to either be 6. I'm not sure this can be 4. And that forces this to be a 4. So I'm going to argue that position. And thus this is not 4. So that 4 is going to come down here. That's an 8. This is now not 8. And these are not 8. That forces a 4 in one of these two, by virtue of that not being a 4. And that's not 8. Well, let's see. This is a 4 and this is a 4. That still forces a 4 in one of these two. But we knew that already. That just proves, again, that's not 4, but I knew that already. And now I have 4 pairs of digits, all different, to fill the remaining 4 cells here. Let's see. 3's in one of these. But I know nothing else. Well, let's see. 3's in, yeah, 3's in one of these two, so these are eliminated from being a 3. As are these two. because I have 2 3s in that box. I've got a 2 in a weird offset position. One of these two. Eliminating this from being 9 doesn't really help much. But actually, I've placed a 1 here, so that 1 is going to force this to be a 1, because for the longest time I couldn't see that that wasn't 1. That's now down to 2 or 9. I'm trying to remember, did I have a 1 here when I first tried to solve it? I don't know if I did. That gives me a lot of my 1s, doesn't it? I don't know anything. Oh, well, this 8 tells me that's not 8. Now I'm in a familiar position here. I've been here before. Got 2 7s in here and nothing else in box 1 is a 7. 2 6s here and nothing else in box 2 is a 6. Got 2 3s and same thing there, and 2 2s and same thing there in box 3. I've got 2 6s here. And nothing else in box, that's a 6. I got 4s here. What else in that column is a 4? Okay, I've got this as an 8 and this is an 8. So, by definition, this is an 8. Neither is that. Hmm. Well, let's see. For an 8, that's very irritating. It's like, tell me something I don't know. Got lots of candidates for box 4, and as soon as I get one of them figured out, I'm going to get all of them figured out. But that's about as much as I know there. I've got 1s down here. Oh, this can't be an 8, and this can't be an 8. And this 8 does me a lot of good because now that's a 1-8 pair. I've got 2 1s and 2 8s, and those are the only places for either digit. So this is a 1-8 pair. Of course, none of these are 1 or 8, which means we're pretty much back to where we started. Lovely. Because I've got 4 6, 6 7, and 4 7. I've got the perfect combination of digits there. Okay. What do I do next? This is still 1 or 9. Yeah, that can be 2, and that can still be 2. These two being 6, nothing else being 6. We knew that. Okay, what can I eliminate? 2, 3, yeah. Three's in here. We knew that already. 4, 5, and unfortunately 6 all cross boxes. If I look at column 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, indeed all cross boxes. See, I can't figure this out either because I've got 7s in weird spots. I've got a weird offset position where a 3 is in one of these two. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Unfortunately, because that's not the same row and that's not the same column, that's not going to help me pretty much at all with any of the other digits, is it? Because 2, 6, 8, and 9 each have 4 possibilities still in this box. 1 is in one of these two. Fortunately, that can still be 5. I can't reduce this down to a 4, 5 just yet. That one too many possibilities for a 9 also. Got 3 4s, 3 5s. No, actually 4 4s. I've got 2 offset 6s here. So this supposedly is not 4 or 5. By what that's saying. So that forces a 5 into one of these 3. Column 1 tells me a 5 has to be in one of these 2. In other words, this can't be 5. That forces a 5 into one of these 2. Now, this is down to 5 or 6. This is down to 2 or 5. It can't be 9. 5 in one of these 2 will force this to not be 5. Let's see, I've got 2 2s in here. Neither of these can be 2. Yeah. I think I may have figured it out, actually. Neither of these can be 2. I now have a 4 7 pair derived, looking at that cell, which is a 5. And that might be the breakthrough I was needing, and sorry for taking so long, but that makes that 2, which piggybacks, that's 5. Come on. That's not 5, and that's not 5, and that's not 5, and that's not 5. Okay. 5 is now forced into one of these 2. Yeah, that's a 5 6 pair, isn't it? Yeah, because both of those have to be 5 6 because I've got corner markings there, so This now can't be 6. That turns into a 9. A big 9. So this is not 9. 3, 8 pair. Well, actually, this isn't 9. So I've now got a 4, 5 looking up here. That's 6. This 9, we'll sort out that as a 2. That's a 5. Ah. Okay, this cell is not 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, isn't it? Now, this cell cannot be. The only thing it can be is a 2. Okay. Yeah. 5 eliminates that. That's 2. That's 9. Now we have a problem with a 9 there. I'm going to have to think about this some more because I managed to get myself into a conundrum that I'm not sure I can get out of. Because I'm either going to have a problem here or here. This is ugly. I might be back all the way to this position. Let's see. This is not 1. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I can do here. I'll have to pause and give this some more thought, maybe. Hi everyone. Okay, so we're back with another attempt at New York Times Medium. This is Tuesday, September 5, 2023. Okay, anyway, be that as it may. Let's see, 5 is in one of these two. But it could also be there. Now, is there anything I'm missing here? Got a 1 in an offset weird position in one of these two. 6, unfortunately, can still be an awful lot of spots. Hmm. It's very difficult. I'm trying to figure out where I go from here. I've got ones here. I've got twos here. Do I have any other digits? I can put in. I hate guessing, but three is one of these two, but I knew that already. Yeah, one has to be one of these two. And then three has to be one of these two. I think. Now, the problem is that three can also be in one of these two. Well, is that one still? Well, three can want to be in one of these two. If three can be one of these two, then this can't be three in this box, and this can't be three. Because that can't be three. Which means that's now a 1-8 pair. Looking at this, that is now a three, I think. Right? You've got a 1-8 there, but those are already filled in. Let's see, this can't be a 5. 5 is in one of two places, either here or here. Let's see. This can't be 2, but that only leaves 2 down in one of 3 places, not 4. Which doesn't help me much. These being a 6, and nothing else can be a 6. In column 9, or box 6, and that is correct. I can't put 5 into one of these spots because there's 2 spots for a 5. Erg. Okay, there are only 2 spots for a 2. Yeah, these definitely can't be 2, and these are 1-8 pair. So if these are a 2, then these can't be 2. That'll force a 2 right there in box 1 because that's the only place it can go in row 2. So that's a 2, which means that's a 5. These are now not 5, none of them. Yeah. Okay, none of them are a 5. Now, that forces this to be a 5 because that's the only place left in row 1, isn't it? So this is not 5. 5 is now one of these two, which means that's not 5. And if my markings are correct, that... Oh, that can't be a 5 either. Duh. 2, 9, looking at this, that becomes a 6. Only this could still be 7. Let's see, this 2 is coming way down here. That can't be 2, and I should have seen that ages ago. That forces that to be a 2 by my corner pencil marking, right? Hmm. That almost gives me all my 2s, I think. Yeah. 2 has to be one of these two in this row and box 5, because these definitely are not 2, and these definitely are not 2, and that definitely... No, it's definitely not 1, I know that. 2's in here, which means this can't be 2, so that does turn into a 3, 4, as I suspected. Well, I got too many places for a 3. And yeah, I've got 4 in one of those offset weird spots. I don't like it being there, especially when it could also still be here. And 8 and 9 still cross boxes also. But wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. If this is a 1 and that's a 1, then 1 has to be in the top row of box 5, and that forces this, doesn't it? And nothing else can be a 1, so that's a 1. How many 1s do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm still missing some 1s. Yeah, we'll get rid of these. They don't do 2, 9 in the same row and the same box. Don't do any good. 5 in one of these two with nothing else looking at it. 4 is in one of these two. So that rules both 8 and 9 out of this. Because that has to be 1 or 4 now, with the corner marking. So I now have 9 in one of two places. This one here and that one there. On the other hand, I don't have a 5 marking in box 9, so this might be pencil marked wrong. This 5 and this 5 will force... that has to be 5. That's bad marking on my part, because this 5 and this 5, along with these digits, should have forced a 5 here. So I think I got rid of a 5 incorrectly. That does mean this is not 5, and these are not 5. That's forced to be a 1, because that's the only place left for 1 in row 7. So this is not 1. That one and that one now gives me that is forced as a 1, because that's the only place left in row 9. How many 1s is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 1s, but this one makes that 1. Now that's 8, because that's forced. Okay, this 1 doesn't see anything else. This 8 looks down and tells me that's a 4. So this is now not 4. And this can't be 4 either. Let's see. 5 or 9 says this is an 8. So that's the only place for an 8. And the 5 has ruled everything else out, and that has to be a 9 in order to make that work. Now, 4, 8 will kind of force this to be a 6. This is not 6. 4, 7, looking here, that turns into an 8. Okay. This one, yeah, the only digit left for that column is a 4. So I'll just write that in. That's now a 3 because it can't be 4. That can't be 3 or 4, that has to be 7. This is now not 3 or 7. This 3 will force this to be 6. I need 4 there. So I get into the right mode. I can fill it in. That 4 piggybacks up here, that's now 7. 7 piggybacks up here, this is not 7. That 4, 5 actually looks right. Oh, this 6 tells me that's not 6. 6 is definitely in one of these two. Yeah, because this can't be 6. That can't be 6. So 6 is definitely in one of these two, which means that's not 6. Let's see, well, these of course couldn't be 7, and this of course couldn't be 7 either, but that 4 rules this out from being 4, and that out from being 4. 3, 5, with nothing else looking at it. Yeah, 3, 4, 8, 9 still cross boxes here. That's annoying. But what that does mean, 4 is either here or here, from the looks of things. So that's a 4 or 6. So this can't be 5 or 9, but I still have too many possibilities for. Yeah, you'll forgive me for a moment. I just lost the other monitor. Well, it shouldn't affect this recording, but anyway, where were we? Oh, 4. That's a 3. So that's not 3. Oh, this 8. Tell me that's not 8. So one of these two is an 8. Now that has the advantage of saying this one can't be 2 or 9. Well, unfortunately, I got too many digits here. But what that does mean, one of these is a 3. This is now either 3 or 8. So this can't be 9, is what this is saying. That unfortunately still could be 9. There's a lot of other things in box 8 that could still be a 9. Let's see. This 7 has to be in one of these two. Pretty much by definition, so this can't be 5. And if this isn't 5, then one of these two is a 5. It means neither of these are 3. Now, we're at the same conclusion that I was at when I put 3s in these two spots. Oh, this gets ugly. But, oh, this could still be 6, couldn't it? Let's see. Do I have all my 7s? Just about. I'm just scanning the grid some more. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. 8's definitely one of these two. So this can't be 8 because it's in the same box. That rules this out from 8. I think that means that's the only place for 8 or 7, isn't it? Wrong highlight. There we go. Okay, so this is not 8. Oh, and it couldn't have been 5 once I placed that. Now I've got a 5 in one of a weird offset position here and here. Well, this is 5 or 6. This can't be 7 or 9, so the only place for 7 is that. I'm looking just at the box. Now that 7 comes back up here. This is not 7, that's a 2, and this is not 2, so that's a 9. Let's see. This 2 is gonna, well, actually, that 9's gonna do a lot. That has to be 6, that has to be 2. That now comes down here. Whoops. Okay, 5. That 5 comes down here. That's a 3. This now can't be 2 or 3, so that's a 9. Which, if my pencil marking is right, that's the corner 3, so that's the only place left for 3. This 5 will force that to be a 7. That has to be an 8 to finish the box, which makes that 9. Corner 8 makes this 8. This 9 comes down. That's 2. That's 6. That 9 comes up here. 2, 9. See, this 3 comes down here. That's a 9. This 6 comes down here. That's a 5. Oh, this 3 and this 9 tells me that's a 4, which tells me that's a 6. That 4 tells me that's a 3. That now has to be 5. That has to be 4. This 4 comes up here. That's 5. That's 4, and this was a lot of offset pairs. Not one of my prettiest songs, but I am glad that I did get there. If you managed to stick with me through the whole time, I'm very happy for you, and thankful that you basically solved and helped the novice through. I'm just hoping that the next medium won't be quite as arduous as this one was, but thank you for joining me today.